This video is sponsored by Squarespace.
It's that time of year again when indoor training becomes a lot more popular, and for many people, due to bad weather, a necessary evil. And thankfully, over the last few years, the hardware choices have become a lot better and a lot more affordable. But if you're new to the world of indoor training and buying your first smart trainer, or you're upgrading to a better, more superior trainer, how much do you need to spend, and what are the differences between two typical examples which I have in front of me today? So this is the Stages SB30, and as you can see, it's a complete bike. You simply add your own pedals. This might be what you call the ultimate setup, but it is very expensive. It retails here in the UK for £1,700, so a lot of cash. Meanwhile, over here is an example of a typical wheel-off smart trainer, where you take the rear wheel out of your bicycle and put a frame on here. This is a brand new Zwift Hub and retails for £450. So a lot cheaper than this bike here. So 3 times the price. Is it 3 times as good? Well, today we'll find out. So this is a typical example of a complete bike smart trainer. Simply add your own pedals, set the saddle height, connect to your favorite online training platform, and off you go. It really is that simple. We have a massive flywheel, weighs 23 kilos up front here, and a maximum power output of 2,200 watts and a claimed 1.5% accuracy. And then we have a dual-sided power meter, the same as on their road bike offerings. So it's actually measuring power here and not estimating or calculating power as many smart trainers do. And everything is totally adjustable. Got these simple dials to adjust every measurement of the bike. The handlebar height, the seat height, the saddle setback, and the handlebar position as well. And you can also, and it's very neat, adjust the crank arm length as well, so shorter and longer. The list of details goes on and on. We have electronic shifting on these handlebars here with really nice bar tape. Actual brake levers, yes, brake levers, and small hoods. We have 2 bottle holders here. We have a tablet holder and a smartphone holder, and 2 USB ports to power both devices as well. As you might imagine, the bike weighs an absolute ton. It's about 70 kilos or something. So a real heavy lump. That means on the positive, it won't move around when you're doing your maximal effort, but on the downside, you can't easily move it about. So you really need a dedicated space in your house to have it set up permanently. There are 2 skateboard wheels on the front for moving around, but it's more for transport from outside your house to where it's going to be set up permanently in your house or garage or shed or wherever it might be. By comparison, this new smart trainer is a lot more compact. We have a much smaller flywheel, just 4.7 kilograms, and the power output only maxes out at 1800 watts compared to 2200 watts of this bike here. And the accuracy is a claimed 2.5% compared to 1.5% for this bike here. So it's a much smaller system, and the benefit is you can easily put it away when you have finished doing your session. Sadly, there's no handle for easier carrying, and it doesn't actually fold away. There are 2 bolts on the front so you can take it apart, but some smart trainers do fold up or have a carry handle where this one doesn't. So a small missed opportunity there. This is the company's first ever smart trainer, but it's not their own design. They actually partnered with Jet Black and use their hardware. So it's a proven, reliable system. When you buy it, you choose what cassette you need. There's a choice of different speed options. This is a 12-speed Shimano, and it comes with a cassette on there. So all you have to do is assemble the smart trainer, which is really easy, get instructions, everything color-coded, so it couldn't be simpler. Choose the axle system, so quick release or through axle, then take the rear wheel out of your bike, put a frame on here, connect to your favorite smart training software, and off you go. Before I get changed and take each smart trainer for a spin, I have to tell you about today's sponsor, Squarespace. Squarespace is the easiest way to create your own website. Whether you need a website to show off your brand, an online store to sell cool products, or just want to start blogging, with Squarespace, it couldn't be simpler. There are loads and loads of templates to choose from, the interface is intuitive, and there are loads of tools, including powerful analytics, and you can also connect your social media profiles as well. I'm using it right now to create a Just Ride Bike website for behind the scenes access and much more content, and that's coming soon. And with Squarespace, the process can be easier, it's super slick. So if you like the sound of that and you want to try it for yourself, you can get a free trial and 10% off your first purchase. Use my special code on screen right now and link below in the description. Okay, let's go for a spin and see how they perform. And we'll start with the Stages, and the most immediate impression is how quiet it is. It makes almost no noise and it's virtually silent. There's a bit of wear from the cranks, but it's a lot quieter than your typical road bike and smart trainer setup. So very impressive. If you are in a household or a flat where you need to keep the noise levels down, this is very good. It also feels very smooth when you're pedaling, silky smooth, thanks to that massive flywheel. So very realistic road experience. I mean, let's not kid ourselves here. It's not like being outside on the actual road, but it's as close as it gets. As smooth as it is though, I do feel a slight sense of detachment because I don't have that feedback from the cranks and the drivetrain you get on a road bike on a smart trainer. It feels like the pedals are aren't attached to what's actually happening in terms of the feedback I'm getting from the power numbers and the speed on my training platform here in front of me. And it's a fantastic bike to use. They really thought of all the details. If you're doing lots of indoor training, this is the ultimate setup. Got a nice set of handlebars, really grippy bar tape, especially when you're getting all sweaty, your hands won't slip around. Got a nice ergonomic hood. The brake levers are kind of strange, but it's nice to hook your fingers around so it feels very normal. And we have electronic shifters that actually work. You can fully customize them through the app. And they do work really well. But my only criticism of them is they're not very tactile. There isn't much kind of sensation you actually press a button. So it could be a bit better in that regard. But that's my real criticism. The rest of the bike is fantastic to use. I love the tablet holder up here on the top, my smartphone holder, 2 USB ports to charge them up during use, and 2 very generous bottle holders down here as well. And you make adjustments on the fly if you decide the handlebar too low or too far away from you as well. So for doing a lot of riding indoors, racing or just training, and you've got space and the money, yeah, this one really delivers. It's a fantastic setup, really very cool. The Zwift trainer is also very quiet, but you do hear the drivetrain on your bicycle compared to the Stages where there is no drivetrain to hear. So how much drivetrain noise you hear depends on how well maintained your drivetrain is. But apart from that, it is a very quiet trainer and definitely one of the quieter smart trainers in my experience. The road feel, in terms of pedaling experience, is very good. It feels very smooth. Despite that small flywheel in comparison to the Stages bike, the pedaling feel is very good, very smooth. When you're just pedaling around your favourite online training platform or wherever it might be, it feels very stable. The platform is pretty planted on the floor. But when you get out of the saddle, do some sprints or powering up a climb, it's not as outright stable as a Stages bike. One big difference is on the smart trainer, you are wearing out your road bike, you're wearing out the chain and the drivetrain, and how much depends on how much riding you do indoors, of course. But with a Stages bike, your road bike isn't being worn out. So a definite plus to a Stages setup. It also gives a very responsive feel when you're riding around a hilly course. You're doing a workout session where you need a trainer that can quickly ramp up the power with no delay. So I can't feel any sort of lag through several weeks of testing it and riding it in events, doing workout sessions and just free riding around Wildtopia on some of my favourite routes. So really nice responsive setup. When you see a gradient on the screen, you feel that gradient through your legs. So in that way, it does what you want really. For what is a reasonably affordable smart trainer, I'm very impressed with the performance of this new Zwift Hub. As affordable smart trainers go, I mean affordable is all relative of course, but it's a lot cheaper than some of the high-end smart trainers which are over £1,000. And really I can't see the point in spending any more money unless you have to have the ultimate setup, you want the best of the best, and you're doing lots of racing or riding indoors. Then I think for most people this trainer offers everything you really need. So given all that, which is the best trainer and which is right for you? Well, the answer is it depends. It depends on how much you want to spend, and that depends on how much indoor training and online racing you actually see yourself doing. If you're on the ultimate setup, you are committed to a busy schedule of indoor training and you want a system that won't compromise your training in any way and won't induce any wear and tear on your normal road bike, then a Stages Complete bike is the ultimate setup. It's hugely adaptable. The entire family can jump on and change the fit at a moment's notice, and it really does provide the ultimate experience, but it is very expensive. If you just want to dabble in online training, do once a week maybe or less than that, and you just want to use your normal road bike and you have a good road bike that you're happy to use, then a smart trainer like this is an easy option. The benefit of this system is it's small, it's compact, you can easily fold it away, whereas this needs a dedicated space, garage, shed, living room to store it in. You can't easily put it out of the way, whereas this you can easily store it away when you aren't using it. Which am I choosing? Well, I don't really do a lot of indoor training, so I can't really justify the expense and the space of this system here. So for me, it's the smart trainer here, and this has been an excellent addition to the growing smart trainer market. Really good price point, really good ride quality, just does what you want from a smart trainer. So hopefully this video has helped you out if you are in the market for a new smart trainer. And if you've got any questions, feel free to put a comment down below and I'll do my best to answer. Maybe let me know which smart trainer you're currently using or currently plan to buy for the winter training season, which is upon us right now. But that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed watching the video. I hope you did. And subscribe to the channel for more content like this on a weekly basis. But that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again very soon, whether indoors or outside, hopefully outside.